Hello, my fellow YouTubers. This is Karen's Weight Loss Journey, 63 and VSG. I'm going to open with a little bit of stats. I'm 5 foot 5 inches tall. Today is September 23rd, 2019. And I had my vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery, which is a weight loss surgery, on April 30th, 2019. On April 30th, 2019, the day of my surgery, after my pre-op weight loss diet, I had a weight of about 235 pounds. Today, I stand at 203. So what does that mean? That means I've lost, quite a bit of weight in the 5 months that I've had the surgery, but it's been very slow and steady, as you all know, because I have two sister wives and their names are Slow and Steady. And they did not allow me to lose any weight this week. When I was on vacation for 2 weeks, I lost almost 2 pounds. But this week, the week that I've been back, I've gained back almost a whole pound. That's the way weight loss goes. It's like a roller coaster. It goes up, it goes down, it stays the same on the same plane sometimes. That's called a stall. I've had a couple of stalls and I've had a couple of gains, but thankfully I've never gained more than probably a pound to a pound and a half. I haven't even gained more than 2 pounds at all during these whole 19 weeks post-surgery. So I guess I should be pretty thankful for that. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about some of the discoveries I've made in the last almost 5 months since I've had this surgery. I'm the type of person, I have a very scientific mind. I had a medical background. I was in the medical field for over 35 years. And I like to research. So I go online and I check things and I make sure that I get the right facts and the right information as most accurately as I can. I am not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I just gather facts for myself. And I've made a couple of discoveries only because of the way that I react to foods now that I've had this surgery. And I've discovered that there are definitely some foods that you have to avoid. Some are for specific logical reasons. Others are because of the way they affect me personally, my constitution, my digestive system. I'd say number one, there's about maybe 8 of them. The first one I'd say is sugary foods. Sugary foods obviously are empty calories. You should never be eating any kind of really sugary food. Now, when I was on vacation, I have to make a confession. I did have some M&Ms with peanuts and I had a piece of lemon pound cake. Those are sugary foods. How did they affect me? Unfortunately, they didn't really affect me that well. I tolerated them extremely easy. So it was easy to eat, easy to digest, and I did not have any reoccurrence digestion-wise from eating the sugary foods. That's a bad thing, my fellow YouTubers. That's a bad thing because all these extra sugars, which are extra carbohydrates, which don't belong in your body post-surgery because you cannot eat that much food as it is. You don't want to fill up your tiny baby traumatized surgical stomach with unnecessary empty calories. Well, when I eat sugary foods, I can fill up my stomach with unnecessary empty calories that don't really bother me as far as physical reactions go. That's a danger that I have to avoid. And I'm really concentrating on that now because I know, I haven't tried a lot of sugary foods. I haven't had like a birthday cake with icing or, I had the lemon pound cake. I had the M&Ms, but they had peanuts in them, so there was protein. I don't know what would happen to me if I ate like a candy bar or gumdrops or, jelly beans or something that's really, really sugary. I don't know how that I would react to that. I don't even want to find out, so I don't even try those things at all. Chocolate, I can tolerate some dark chocolate and some cocoa powder. That's the baking powder, but that's part of the keto diet. So I can tolerate that, as well as I can eat that without feeling too much guilt. Number 2 is bread. Bread, you people know, it's a very easy food to eat and swallow. But see, bread is full of carbohydrates. And bread, when you chew it up and chew it up and chew it up like you're supposed to do with your new baby sleeve stomach, it condenses into almost a liquid form. So it's very easily eaten and tolerated by your stomach. Again, though, it's empty calories. It's too many carbohydrates. The solution to that I found, because I do like bread. I love bread. I like to make sandwiches. I like to make French toast. I found a sugar-free, very low-carb bread that I don't feel guilty about eating. And I do have that when I have a sandwich and when I make French toast. It's called Nature's Own, always sugar-free bread. I hope your local grocery store or Whole Foods place or Trader Joe's or wherever you shop, Sprouts, carries that, because it is a good bread to eat that's very low in carbs, no sugar, and you can actually have sandwiches, things like that. Another thing that you should really try to avoid is like skins and seeds from vegetables. I have a hard time eating an apple because the skin is too fibrous or whatever. So I kind of have been staying away from apples. I have a hard time eating broccoli. I don't know why, but broccoli seems to make me bloated inside my stomach. It makes my stomach, after only maybe 1 or 2 bites of broccoli, whether it be raw or cooked, it just sort of kind of bloats up my stomach, and I can't fit much else in it if I do have broccoli. So my solution to that is, because I do like broccoli, is if I want to have a snack, because I do eat about 6 meals a day now that I've discovered, I can only eat a little bit at a time, so I have to eat every maybe 3 hours, but I eat very small amounts every 3 hours. I found that if I eat the broccoli by itself, then I can tolerate that, and it actually fills me up quick. So I eat that totally alone, not with any other foods. Fatty foods, especially oils and grease. Grease is the word, is the word, is the word. Grease is bad for me. Now, some people on the keto diet, which I try to follow, but I'm not a real strict keto person like some people, really adhere to it extremely strictly. They make things like fat bombs, and they have pork rinds, and they have all kinds of bacon, and because it's tolerated and it's allowed on the keto diet. But for me, if I have a lot of bacon, or God forbid a pork rind, anything greasy, even a piece of chicken, if it's dark meat and it's sat for 24 hours or so in the refrigerator, and it has that little bit of fatty, yellowy substance that's built up on it, and I go to eat it then, the grease is really, really not tolerated by my baby, tiny, sleeve, traumatized stomach. I cannot do it. I can eat certain kinds of French fries, but I only have a couple at a time, and they have to be baked. But if they're fried, like if they come from a fast food place, or if they're inside a bag where you can see the grease spots on the side, I cannot tolerate grease. Grease is not good for me. Another thing that's hard for me to eat, but I do eat it, are raw vegetables. Raw vegetables, now that I'm 5 months, just about at the end of my 5 months post-op, I'm able to eat some raw vegetables. The raw vegetables that I can tolerate as long as I eat them very slow and chew a lot, are raw carrots, raw celery, and raw peppers, red peppers and green peppers and yellow peppers. I love those kinds of raw vegetables, and I do tolerate those very well. The last thing I'd say that really are empty calories, but actually they don't go down bad, so I have to really try to be careful with these, is pasta. Pasta. Pasta, again, if it's made the regular way, with the regular semolina flour and all of that, that actually is easy to eat. Like I tried raviolis one night because it had the cheese inside. Any excuse if it's got protein in it. But I tried the ravioli and it was delicious. And of course it went down easy. I ate three raviolis. I was very full and my stomach was not upset. So my goal now is to find a ravioli which on the outside is not made with the semolina flour, but it's made with maybe a plant-based coating. Like they have zucchini pasta now. They have shredded squash that looks like spaghetti. That pasta, those pastas are all wonderful. If you can find the pasta that is a substitute from the regular old white pasta. And the white rice. Weiss, hello, this is Baba Wawa. Again, this is Karen's unedited, one take, one time video. What you see is what you get. There's always a mistake somewhere. Anyway, white rice, say that 3 times fast, goes down pretty easy, but again, it's like the broccoli. When I take a couple of bites of it, it just kind of like sits in my stomach and then it goes, excuse me, like a fist pump, blows up inside my stomach. So I don't tolerate that very well. Anyway, those are some of the foods that I've discovered over the past months now that are not good for me, that I shouldn't eat, that I can eat, but I shouldn't eat, and that I'm trying to stay away from. It's a discovery, this journey. It's always a constant discovery. Being on this weight loss journey after some kind of weight loss surgery is like a trip like Lewis and Clark made. Every turn you take, it's something new. It's something you've never dealt with before. It's something you've never seen before. It's something you have to try for the first time. You have to discover. I feel like Christopher Columbus. I feel like the pilgrims who landed at Pilgrim Rock. I feel like I have to learn a lot more. Anyway, I'll keep learning. I'll keep discovering, I'll keep researching, and I'll keep letting you guys know what I find out. Until next Monday. By the way, one quick thing. Today is my husband Gary's birthday. Happy birthday, Gary! 1 more year till Medicare. Yay! Oh, and guess what? Tomorrow is my birthday. 1 more year to Medicare. See, Gary and I are only 1 day apart. Isn't that funny? Anyway, I will talk to you next Monday, YouTubers, when it will be 1 day before October. Maybe I'll get to celebrate Wonderland then. I'd have to have a very good week to do that. It would mean I'd have to lose 3 or 4 pounds. I don't think that's going to happen. But soon, and I predict in October, I will be entering down that rabbit hole and I will be going into Wonderland. Until next Monday, you take care, YouTubers. You have a fantastic day. Love conquers hate. Let's all try to be empathetic. Let's try to be honest. Let's try to be true to ourselves. I'll see you next week. I love you all. Bye-bye.